channels.
Welcome back to Trading Day. Well, Australia is on the cusp of an LNG export boom, and the ripple effect is already being felt across a number of different sectors, including communications technology. Nextgen has just won the rights to build, own and operate a 2,000-kilometre subsea optical fibre cable system for INPEX and Shell's LNG projects in the northwest of Australia. The ultra-high-speed communications link is valued at more than $100 million, with Nextgen saying it will drive a range of benefits for the sector. For more, Nextgen Chief Executive Peter McGrath joins us live from Perth. Peter, thanks so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. First of all, just explain what part this high-speed communications link will play in these LNG projects in quite basic practical terms for us.
Well, Kate, firstly, the cable will connect from Darwin in the north across to Port Hedland. And as you mentioned, it is a 2,000-kilometre cable. The cable will be designed to connect into the oil and gas platforms in that part of Australia's waters, and in particular through the Browse Basin and the Bonaparte Basin, and will connect directly into the actual production facilities of these major LNG producers. The cable also has a design life of 25 to 30 years, so it's really going to provide key communications to these facilities well into the future.
So just to really spell out for us, Peter, what kind of communications are we talking about here? Obviously data is one of the forms of information that will travel down these lines.
Yes, so this cable really is a state-of-the-art cable. It supports ultra-high speeds. It's the same type of cable that is used between countries, so the amount of capacity available on this cable is almost unlimited. It will carry, obviously, video communications, data communications, voice communications, and importantly for the LNG producers, it also carries critical telemetry information that tells them the state of their actual facilities.
Okay, so these LNG projects using this communications pipeline to get information out from where they're producing this LNG to headquarters, say?
That is correct. And being fibre optic, obviously the information is sent at the speed of light. So this information then can be transferred back to key capital cities, in this case obviously being communicated back to Perth, into critical data centres, into head office environments, so this information can be seen in real time.
Okay, Peter, is this the first kind of this kind of cable that you've built?
Look, the Nextgen Group is a significant provider of fibre optic communications throughout Australia. We have a network that's some 17,000 kilometres today. This is the first cable, though, that's been purpose-built to connect key infrastructure that's offshore. And we believe it's probably the first cable connecting into the oil and gas fields in Australia's case. Globally, though, these types of fibre optic networks are now become commonplace for offshore. The North Sea has a similar cable, the Gulf of Thailand, the Gulf of Mexico. They've all implemented fibre optic for high-speed, mission-critical applications.
So your competition, the companies that are building these other kind of offshore cables, are they mostly international or based here in Australia?
Look, this is the only cable that's been announced in this part of Australia, particularly in the northwest area, north of Western Australia. Other fibre optic cables are typically used to connect between various countries, say Australia and the US.
Okay, so do you see more scope here to build similar kind of cables for other projects in other regions for Nextgen?
Yes, well, I think firstly, Kate, this cable and the important announcement that we made today in conjunction with Shell and INPEX will initially service Shell and INPEX, but has the ability to be expanded to service other oil and gas producers in the region. This cable will also connect into the Pilbara region and will be able to service, importantly, resources companies in the Pilbara, so those organisations on land, not just offshore. We have some other plans, of course, to expand our network over time, but at this stage, this is the key announcement in relation to the North West that we're making today.
All right, thanks so much, Peter McGrath, CEO of Nextgen. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Kate.